Y'all, it's Thursday night, so this is video number 2. This is how to get away with murder. Let's get to Scooping season 1 episode 4. Okay. Yeah, tonight's episode was good. Pretty much it was a lot of funny stuff to me on tonight's episode. Now, first thing I saw that I was like, really, Connor? Connor done jogged over to his little boo thing house. And the guy opened the door and he's like, oh, did you run over here? And Connor's like, yeah, take off your clothes. I said, well, dang, Connor, you wasn't gonna even take no shower? Then we see they have a new client. The lady that was that actress, I know her from something, but I can't remember what she's played in. But pretty much she has her own brokerage firm, sorry, and she's being accused of insider trading, which, she have they have a video of her having sex on the desk with, the guy who owns another business that they're trying to say pretty much that he gave her some inside the inside scoop, and she bought, because they were sleeping together, and she bought the stocks early, which, yeah, I tried to figure out insider trading years ago. I was like, well, technically what's wrong, but it's a disadvantage, so that's why it's illegal. But she unbothered. She like, y'all take notes, honey. This, yeah, I'm older, but this what Pilates will do. So she like, I didn't do this. Okay, so pretty much Professor Keaton tells them like it's probably somebody that works for her. So she's telling everybody to interview people. Here come Connor. Connor hot in the box herself. He gets to flirting with somebody that worked there, which we all know that his little boo thing, the Asian guy, they met because Connor was flirting with him when they was working on the case. So Asher, I think his name is Asher, the one that's like super lame. Oh my god, y'all, he is like so inappropriate, so lame. He's the one student that as they are going over with Professor Keaton's husband's body and stuff, he the one student that's not with them, and I think his name is Asher. So pretty much he is interviewing a black lady with cats all over him. Y'all, that's Charmaine from the Cosby Show in a Different World. That's Charmaine, y'all. I was like, look at Charmaine. But okay, so we see her. Then we know that the detective, the side dude, Professor Keaton, little side booty partner, he lied to her last week, telling her that no, her husband was where he said he was, which we all know that her husband wasn't, and he don't have no kind of alibi. So he is looking through Professor Keaton's husband's car. So they don't really say why. He looking at stuff. What he's trying to do is he's trying to look at the GPS in his car, I think, to try to see where did he go when he had that gap in time when he left the hotel. Okay, so they pretty much go back. All the students, West, Michaela, Laurel, they all get back with Professor Keaton, and they tell her like, well, we interviewed all the workers, and none of them seem like they did it. So Professor Keaton like, well, y'all ain't got nothing. So Connor talking about, well, I got another angle I want to work. Y'all already knew it was going to be some foolishness. Connor is a hoe, okay? Because Connor go back and he gonna sleep with the assistant. I said, Connor, now if you gonna be busting it wide open on every other case, I hope you using protection, Connor. But you know, he done busted wide open or whatever, but he at least, you know, he left a recorder, and he got the recording of the assistant, which his name, what was his name? I wrote it down. Paxton. You know, the assistant Paxton pretty much calling somebody saying, oh yeah, they still think it's her. I just slept. He said, I just slept with one of the lawyers and he did something with my ass that made my eyes water. I said, that y'all is too much. I said, oh Lord. Okay, so pretty much they take the tape, you know, to the client and the lady who runs the firm, and they confront Paxton, and she pretty much read Paxton for filth, y'all. She tell him that, you know, I treated you like a son, I loved you like a son, your family disowned you years ago. How she was saying it, she was hinting that they disowned him because he was gay, because she said they didn't have a reason to disown you. And she was like, yeah, your family disowned you, and I accepted you, I loved you, and now your family gonna have a real reason to disown you. Y'all, next thing you know, Paxton done jumped out the window. Okay, so Paxton done killed himself. So they're kind of back at square one because he done killed himself, and they're pretty much trying to stop this case from even going to trial. Because the whole thing, like, her clients are already leaving her, so they're trying to stop it from going to trial, because if it go to trial, she done. So, you know, they're kind of back at square one or whatever. Now, what's her name? Becky, or the white assistant, the one who I was kind of thinking had something going with Professor Keaton's husband. She see the detective looking through his car. So they have Rebecca's confession tape. So she pretty much goes to the police chief and she's like, oh, so y'all telling us that y'all case against Rebecca is really solid, yet y'all looking through Professor Keaton's husband's car, you know, trying to build a case on him. So she used that to get, you know, the confession tape. But she don't tell Professor Keaton that that's how she got that confession tape. So they watch the tape, and you can look at it and tell that, you know, because Rebecca's like looking off to the side, and you could tell she's taking cues from somebody. So they pretty much get her confession tape, you know, kind of thrown out, and they get her a much lower bail. Okay. Now, we go back to Connor. You know, he all mad about Paxton done killed himself, and he's snapping and blase woo woo. Oliver, his little Asian boo thing, he's sitting on the bed, and Oliver is like, you know, he listening to the recording, and Oliver here in the recording, Paxton say, yeah, he did something to my ass that made my eyes water. Hell, I guess Oliver was thinking he done did that to my ass. Because Oliver was just like, start crying and kick him out. Okay. So the whole week, y'all, this is the meat and potatoes of it. Because the whole week, they pretty much keep saying that her last 9 words are going to leave our mouths open. Y'all, honestly, when Wes first found that phone, I'm still saying that I feel like the girl that's dead, I feel like her death had something to do, like she got something to do with some drugs, because from how that person called when Wes answered the phone, it sounded like it had something to do with drugs. Okay, so I also said to myself that Professor Keaton's husband was probably messing with this girl. So, and am I the only person, like, as you know, when it was like a minute, when it was like 3 minutes, I was counting, you know, her words, like, well, is these the last word, these the last 9? But her last 9, okay, she asked Wes, what is he holding anything? And at first, you know, he's like, no, he don't actually give Professor Keaton the he don't give Professor Keaton the tape, the phone, until Rebecca has gotten out, and she already done got out, and he asks her, Wes asks her what's on the phone. So pretty much, you need somebody. So pretty much, after she tells him what's on the phone, he go back and he gives the phone to Professor Keaton. Okay, so on the phone is some photos. Now I don't know if, because her last 9 words are, why is your penis on a dead girl's phone? Yeah, I counted wrong the first time. Why is your penis on a dead girl's phone? Those are her last words. But I don't know if West and Rebecca know that's him, because when she showed him the phone, to me it didn't like you can see his face. I mean, that's his wife, so she don't know what his penis look like. So y'all, the next episode, okay, I had to say this, y'all, I'm sorry. I love me some Viola Davis, but y'all, I'm a black woman, okay? When Professor Keaton took that wig off and took that makeup off, I said, oh, it's finna get real. Cause she just had that I'm fed up look to her. And which I already knew Viola Davis hair was natural, so I wasn't like, oh my god. I already knew, because I've seen her like promoting the show, and she has like she cut her hair into like a little short, it's almost like a TWA, and it's curly and colored. So I wasn't shocked by that. But y'all, the next episode, am I the only one? Y'all, I was trying to pay attention. Lord, it looked like he gonna beat her or something. Cause she like, on the next episode, she like, why is your penis in the dead girl's phone? Don't tell me you was just sending her a picture, cause I know you was sleeping with her. And y'all, out of nowhere, all we see is, it looked like he slapped her and she fall across the bed, and I said, woo, woo. So y'all, tonight's episode was good. It was very good. As I always say, I really like this show. It's a very intricate show. You really, really, really have to watch. I mean, I know with Scandal, you have to watch from when it first come on, or you might miss something key that has to do with that episode. But with this right here, you have to watch from the very first episode, and you're gonna be lost, because they ping pong, they go back and forth so much. But y'all, this video really isn't that long. Just to the point. But as always, as I'm saying now, if you subscribe to my channel, thank you. If you don't subscribe to my channel, but you took a minute, to watch my review, thank you. I do videos just because I like them. Y'all, I know I said it one time before, but the weather was not good. My baby said something again today about us going to see Addicted, so I might be doing my thoughts on Addicted tomorrow if we go see it. So hopefully, if the weather permits. It hasn't, it hasn't rained today, but it is cold. So yeah. But as always, I do thank y'all for watching.